Why is it so hard to sit with our mistakes? Why do we push them away, drown them in distractions, or act like they never happened? Maybe because reflection feels like standing in front of a mirror we don't really want to look at. Not the mirror that shows our highlights, but the one that reveals the parts we try to hide. The careless words, the choices that sting, the regrets we wish we could erase. But here's the thing. If we never look into that mirror, we stay strangers to ourselves. We keep moving, but in circles. We repeat the same patterns, calling it progress, when it's really just repetition. Reflection is hard because it demands honesty, and honesty without self-punishment, that's something most of us were never taught. Instead, we swing between two extremes: denial, pretending the mistake isn't there, or shame, drowning in guilt. But there's another way: acceptance. Acceptance says, yes, I messed up. It hurt. I wish I'd done better. But this mistake is not the end of my story. And here's what acceptance is not. It's not giving up. It's not excusing ourselves. It's simply facing reality. Because only what we face can change. Think about it like muddy water. The more you stir it, the murkier it gets. But if you let it sit in stillness, the dirt settles and clarity returns. Reflection works the same way. The more we run from regret, the more confused we feel. But when we pause, truth begins to rise to the surface. And people have known this for centuries. The Stoics taught that mistakes aren't enemies, they're teachers. Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Not because life has no value without reflection, but because without it, we never grow. So think of reflection less as a harsh spotlight and more as a lantern, a softer light, guiding us through the shadows, not to shame us, but to help us see. Here's another image. Imagine carrying a backpack. Every mistake you avoid facing is like slipping another stone inside. At first, you barely notice the weight, but over time, it gets heavy. Reflection is the moment you stop, open the bag, and finally look inside. And sometimes, just naming the stone makes it lighter. And here's the key. Reflection isn't just about the past. It shapes the future. Because once you understand why you acted the way you did, you gain power to choose differently next time. Without reflection, life repeats itself. With reflection, even pain becomes a teacher. Maybe that's why reflection feels so heavy. Because it's not just about looking back. It's about asking, who do I want to become? So if you're carrying regret right now, hear this. You're not defined by your worst mistake. You're not the sum of your failures. You are the way you carry them, the way you learn from them, the way you let them shape you into something more. Reflection is not punishment, it's invitation. An invitation to see yourself clearly, to accept your imperfect humanity, to grow deeper roots in your own life. So next time regret surfaces, don't turn away. Lean toward it. Ask what it has to teach you. Let it remind you that imperfection is not proof you've failed. It is proof that you're human. Because in the end, reflection is not about being stuck in the past. It's about reclaiming your power in the present. It's about saying, yes, I've made mistakes, but they won't define me. They'll refine me. And maybe that's the quiet secret of becoming whole. Not erasing our mistakes, but allowing them to shape us into wiser, kinder, more courageous human beings.